Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, July 19th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the ratings from the 250th episode of AEW Dynamite. Wednesday night's show brought in 795,000 viewers to TBS according to WrestleNomics. That's significantly up from last week's audience of 691,000. The rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic was a .27, also up from last week's demo rating of .23. The episode was running up against Night 3 of the Republican National Convention. TNA Wrestling presented Impact last night on Access TV, featuring matches taped on June 29th at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. The closing segment featured the contract signing for the Slammiversary main event featuring TNA World Champion Moose, Joe Hendry, Frankie Kazarian, Steve Maclin, Josh Alexander, and Nick Nemeth. Nemeth was not present for the signing, with TNA Commissioner Santino Marella explaining that he had been attacked backstage. The segment concluded with the other 5 participants brawling in the ring, with Hendry putting Moose through the contract signing table to end the show.
On our lookout!
Oh my God! A standing ovation moves through the table! Bedlam and Sempervive!
I believe that Joe Hendry just assaulted the TNA World Champion.
In the main event, the Hardy Boys defeated the System by disqualification thanks to outside interference from Johnny Dango Curtis. After the match, the System attacked Jeff Hardy with a steel chair. In other selected results, No Quarter Catch Crew defeated the Rascals and Kushida when Charlie Dempsey pinned Zachary Wentz, and Zaya Brookside beat Alicia Edwards. Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club, featuring matches taped Wednesday at the Simmons Bank Arena in Little Rock, Arkansas, and on July 6th in South Haven, Mississippi. In the main event, Diamante defeated Layla Hirsch in a Lights Out match. In 6-man tag team action, Lance Archer and the Righteous defeated Dalton Castle and the Outrunners. In other selected results, Katsuyori Shibata beat Evil Uno, and Queen Aminata defeated Mackenzie Morgan. And in news from outside the ring, production has begun on Season 6 of Vice's Dark Side of the Ring, according to an exclusive report yesterday from Mike Johnson. Although Vice has yet to make an official announcement, the production team for the show has reportedly started filming interviews and assembling other material. Included among the possible subjects reported for Season 6 are Ludwig Borga, Billy Jack Haynes, and Dennis Corluzzo. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.